Hi guys, and thanks for watching a weather update on March 26th, 2023. Today is the shortest day of the year in terms of length. We have only 23 hours today as we sprung forward at 2 a.m. this morning. So for today's video, we're just basically going through the charts on the website, the wonderful website weather.d. So, starting with the GFS run. We've got the hover on and we'll see what the weather has in store into April. So today we're cool and showery with northerly winds, some heavy, especially in the west. Going through tomorrow, we see a little transient ridge of high pressure coming through the country, so it should be quite dry and cool tomorrow. And into next week, into Tuesday, Wednesday, we see low pressure again out in the Atlantic, very similar to last week's pattern. So heavy showers, rain coming off the Atlantic. So quite far from spring. Though it will be mild up until April 1st, when we see a bit of a northeasterly winds. After that, high pressure builds over us, and that should gradually go milder and sunnier. Though we do still see a bit of influence from low pressure from the Atlantic for a time, until high pressure actually properly forms over into the east of us, wafting up a wind from, I'd say, the Med. And that would be very, very, very spring-like towards Easter. That'd be a very nice Easter if that came off. Of course, it's a very long way off, and there's a lot of messiness in the models, as we'll see as we go along. So the East MWF run, very, very similar to GFS, high pressure coming through the country. Tonight, tomorrow, one thing that's of note is that it'll be frosty tonight, especially in the north. So after the showers today, there can be some icy patches on the roads and footpaths. In Tuesday, we see mild air, but very, very wet and windy as well. And actually, as we go into Friday, we see a very, very deep area of low pressure on the ECM run, just to our south. The strongest winds are just to our south. If that low were just a little bit further northwards, I think the south coast would get a real battering from that low. May even be a storm if that came off. Definitely for Wales and southern England, that'd be quite stormy on the final day of March. Autumnal instead of spring-like. And then we're cool and showery into April 1st and 2nd. And the ECM sets up an easterly winds. And it's actually a very cold easterly wind, with the -5 Celsius isotherm coming through the country, with the -10 Celsius isotherm over the North Sea. And that'll be bringing wintry showers across the country as we head into April. This is the GM run. Next, we see how this compares to the other runs. So it starts off very, very similar, with northerly winds and high pressure go through the country, low pressure in the Atlantic. Will that very, very deep low form on the GM? It sort of does, but a bit further southwards and a bit less intense with the low. So that wouldn't be a storm, it would just be a rain event into the last day of March. Same sort of theme into the first 2 days of April, cool and showery, before we see more of that more mild and wet weather off the Atlantic. UK Met run looks like this. I put the hover on and run through it. Now, actually, we can't do this because this is the run from yesterday, the midnight run from yesterday. So this is how many hours old? So it is exactly as from time of recording. 46 hours and 34 minutes old, and that is ridiculous. I don't know why this hasn't been updating, but we can't show it to you if it's showing yesterday's run, because we're releasing it and it'd just be a complete waste of time. Icon then, so we see that breakthrough of low pressure next week. Let's see that little low pressure. It forms very, very intensely, but to the south, so it would affect the Channel and France instead of the south coast. But I think this is definitely one to watch. This could be our first name storm of the season. Could be Storm Anthony, maybe. And then we go through it. I'm still waiting for Storm Austen. Storm Austen. That'd be interesting if I could get in 2 years' time. Then just moving through, we see by Monday, April 3rd, high pressure reaching from Scandinavia into the UK. Should be quite mild and dry with that. And then finally, we see the arpege run. I wonder if this gets into the range of the very deep low. So So we'll just run through it because we oops the hover um because we know what's happening today and tomorrow. And then we see the breakthrough of the mild windy weather, showery weather. That low pressure looks less intense, but it's further north with the eye pressure. Notice it's off the northwest coast. And if the low had the same position, but just were as intense as the icon and the ECM, God, the country will be in for a real rough last day of March. So that's something that needs a close eye on through the week. I'll have more updates as we go through as we go through the week. But for now, enjoy the rest of your Sunday and Monday, and I will see you either Monday or Tuesday. So bye for now.